A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pick.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, a chance to... They're going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. From the gun, it's McCarron. Flush to his right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
To account for him as a runner, and he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
McCool able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the
Now
Falcons.
following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Cowboys take over first and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking deep. And got his man. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. 75 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Trevor Davis on the return. The Falcons take over first and 10. at their own 30.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from the
net quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
And they'll go play action with McCarron. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Cordero Patterson. 45 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Lining up
earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Toro. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. That good for 19 at a first down. Here's Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, it's Elliott. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. It brings up
out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They set up the screen to Hill. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
A gain of 3, second down.
a 3-yard pickup.
They run with Patterson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now here's McCarron on 3rd. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. McCarron to throw for it on 4th. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And a big one loss here as he's taken down. Tyrone Crawford able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. He fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Boy, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
It's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. As they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
For the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
McCarron, a final shot before the half. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 28 yards on that one. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. As time expires in the first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
McCarron from the gun on 3rd. He gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the counter, it's Hill, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he will be knocked down chains.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders squared.
Wide open, complete. And he worked this near the 5. No, he stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part